So one 20-litre header tank's not going to do a 2,000 plus PSI big block. So.
No. That was nuts. Alrighty lads, we got a sick one for you today. You already read the title and description. You already know what it is. But first off, we have a merch drop coming so soon. You guys need to be ready for it. It's going to be freaking lit. We have some wicked designs for you. So I hope you guys are keen for that. Second of all, massive shout out to Warwick Dyson. He commented on the last video with the issue with the fuel shutoff, and more or less he was exactly right on. So with the fuel shutoff, it wasn't correctly splined, so it was running out of throw before it could be completely open. I had actually had it maxed out to where I thought I needed to be, but I learned you're actually supposed to, the way that it was designed by whoever put it in, a little bit of load needs to be put back on the shutoff cable, and you can get an extra spline. That extra spline makes it so that you can open it 100%. So thank you so much for commenting that. You guys are legends. I love how you guys always help us out. That is why I love going to the comment section, because you guys always have my back. And lastly, I've always wanted to put something on the butterflies of the injector hat. So why not give some love to the legends over at Hammer Coatings. They always look after us whenever we need to change color for the wagon and want to do something new and crazy. So now you'll be able to see when this slaps wide open, you'll be able to see it real freaking easy. But yeah, let's get straight into this insane freaking Mustang.
When I first got the car, it was a complete car. It was probably built in the late 80s, early 90s. It had a velour interior, like push button velour interior, like it was OG, old school. Had a set of convos on it, had a set of 1515 rear convos. It was already tubbed before, just factory floor pan with a set of tubs in it. Had a big block Chev Hillborn methanol injection, and then you just wanted to give it a revamp, and then it kind of started to blow out a little bit. And then,
as they all do. Yeah.
And then you ended up, spoke to Brett from B&R, and like it just blew out a little bit. We ended up with a 600 plus cube PSI blown big block for it, and they're estimating on our like safe calm setting will be on the lowest boost pulley. We're probably going to see about 1800 flywheel, and then up to around the 2400 mark, going off the combos that Brett's done before with that blower and that cube and that like his cam set up and everything. So, and like he doesn't. This isn't just going to be a show pony. He's going to drive the shit out of this. No. There's a lot of maths in the car as well. We made all the front end ourselves. The independent front. It's got a Race Products 9-inch chrome moly diff housing, Race Products floaters. It's got one of our chrome moly 4 links in it. The 4 links good to about 2,500 horsepower. So we're definitely making the car usable as well. He really not just skid in the car. He wants to also do power cruise, all the new roll racing. We definitely want to do roll racing in it, and like all the no prep stuff. And, Well, we're going to set the car up. We're going to set the car up with the slicks, the radials, and just do as much as we can with the car. Whatever it can take, we'll just go with. You pretty much just from here forward cut everything off and started your own. Or basically we just cut in between the two sills and completely deleted the floor out of the car. Yeah. It's on our narrow chassis jig, so we built a chassis through the bare shell to start with, and then linked it all back in. And it looks freaking sick. So this is a custom dry sump tank? 26 litre oil tank. I was going to say, it looks like it'd be close to 30 litres. Brett wants 20 litres of oil. It's got heaters built into it. It's completely baffled, has the clear view return. That's a B&R clear view. Yeah, I was going to say, this looks similar to mine. Yeah, gorgeous bit of gear. Yeah. So that's just for mock up, but so this would be the same as a mirrored image, like 26, 30 litres? Yep, they're identical tanks left to right, they are mirrored, just for cosmetic looks. And then we'll probably run a 60 or an 80 litre tank in the boot as well. Not that you probably want to do more than 2 or 3 laps at Power Cruise or something without giving it an oil change or picking up on your maintenance. But I was going to say, like, mine's like 100, like between the header tank and the rear, it's like 110 litres maybe. And it like a couple laps of Power Cruise. And we average 1 minute at full throttle, you'll drink about 60 litres of fuel. So one 20 litre header tank's not going to do a 2,000 plus PSI big block. So.
No. And the IFS front end is so sick.
Yeah, we actually drew that caddet, got it cut, and then welded up in shop. So everything's chrome moly, built from scratch.
Wow.
It was built to the width of the car, to suit this car, to suit the steering rack. Like we use the Flaming River Power steer rack. We've used them a few times, the billet rack. They're a really good bit of gear. And then, the customer wanted to go with the largest Willwood option.
Yeah, so, quite literally the largest you can get.
It is this
huge
pizza box size.
Yeah.
Like the disc rotor box that they come in looks legit like a pizza box. But they're 16-inch rotors.
Wow.
I think they're 400 plus mil. 16-inch, 6-piston front and rear, and then we've spec'd we all are running 6-piston front and rear as well.
Yeah.
So we've spec'd the rear with the smallest pistons that they can make, made for us. So we'll do a 6-on-6 kit. So with an independent pedal box as well, and we're also doing a hydraulic rear handbrake as well, just to control the car.
Yeah.
So.
And then he wanted to run. So what's the wheel situation on this? Because he does want it pretty slammed too.
Yeah, everything's built around the ride height. So we're running 24, 15 rears, and then we're running Scott's wheels as well. We couldn't get them; they wouldn't do the offset in the 7.5 for the front of us. So then we got Nick from AA Weld here in Sydney. He parted the rims off and moved them into a 7.5. So we're running a 24 7.5 on the front, and a 24 15 on the rear, and then the rear we run a 405 25 24.
Wow.
So decent tyre. It'd probably be useless.
Yeah.
It's still a decent width tyre.
You were saying that it's still getting full steering lock with it, as slammed as it is with how big the wheels are. Yeah.
It has almost the same steering lock as standard.
Wow.
So we've designed it all around that. The car has to steer.
Yeah.
The car has to drive before it looks pretty.
Yeah, which is awesome because it still looks mental.
Oh man, it's really hard too when they're on the jigs. They don't look as low. But when you would pull them off the jig for the first time, you sit them on the ground and they're just like this high.
Yeah.
It's definitely next level. It's got a full. We've built the car with full clearance for a twin 4-inch pipe too. We've got side pipes and bullhorns for this. So we've got side pipes for the skids, bullhorns for the events that we do, and then. We've channeled throughout the whole car. There's 4-inch cutouts throughout the whole car to run a 4-inch pipe straight out the back of the car. So even though we're not at first running, we'll do the side pipes to start with. We will have a full active 4-inch exhaust all the way to the back.
Yeah. So if you ever decide to do any red center nats or anything, or you can cruise the car too.
Well,
yeah.
Some events they want mufflers in the car. So, in that case, we don't want to enter mufflers under the car either. So it's either straight out the side or straight out the back.
Yeah.
Once the car's finished, as is, we're going to test skid the car at Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's our plan at this point in time. During our holiday break, we want to have the engine back in it, and the engine's actually getting built at the moment. It's very close to finished.
Yeah.
So, after we do that, we'll probably blast the whole car. We're going to powder coat the whole car. We've done that before for a couple other customers.
Yeah.
So we'll powder coat the whole car.
Something you can only do with these early girls.
Yeah. Anything that's metal, we can powder coat it. They powder coat it up to 200 degrees. So we delete all the body fillers and all the paintwork off the outside of the car.
Oh yeah.
And then powder coat the whole car as a chassis. It just helps heaps too. It's so neat when it is done. It's durable as well. When you do the texture black as well, the rubber seems to come off it a lot easier.
Oh,
you can gurney it. You can almost hammer and chisel at some of the powder coats that are available these days. But we'll powder coat the car and then paint the car early next year, and then try and hopefully get it for Motorex next year.
Yeah, sick.
So we'll probably do a debut with a colour.
That'll be sick.
We'll probably just skid it in black for now.
So it won't exactly be an unveiled car at Summer Nats. It'll just be there because it's still going to be driven.
The owner just wants to drive it.
Because that's the only shit thing about unveiling a Summer Nats. If you unveil at Summer Nats, you can't drive your car.
He wants to cut laps this year.
Yeah.
If we can get it going, we'll do whatever we have to get it there this year.
Yeah.
Whatever we have to do to get it there, we'll try and get it there. If we have to can black the chassis in it, just to get it there with them, then we will. So
I'm fucking excited to see it. I thought that the like the first year out of COVID would have been like the biggest year for Summernats and everything, but man, it's shaping up to be the following year because so many people were just saving it to go even bigger. So you can see where they've notched in here for once they run an exhaust one day. Oh, look at that fucking massive tyre. Yeah, so you can see just there, 405, 25, 24. What would they even originally make this for?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Fuck, that is like tucking so much tyre.
Yeah.
Like most of the wheel.
Like the 56 set we've bought so far.
Yeah.
These are just for dummy up, but
Yeah, I really like that pedal. That is sick.
You bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see the